Alright, hello you guys. I went ahead and I chose option 2 for the presentation and learning plan. And what we have right here is we have 4 options of toys, and we're going to have typically around 3 to 6 students, depending on where we are, running through my learning plan out. And what we would do is we would go ahead, present these toys. If we have 2 kids, it would be 2 options per, and they're age appropriate for ages 18 to 24 months, because this is where they are developmentally. So what we would do is we would allow the children to go ahead and play with each of these toys before removing some of the items and allowing fewer and fewer options, so the kids not only become socially comfortable with their interactions, but are also making choices to breed and have a controlled environment for options for their toys, and giving them their own ability to make decisions on how they interact with each other, promoting social health. What we would do here is we would let the children choose which toy they want, let them play for 3 to 5 minutes depending on how many children we have. I have it set it up here for either 2 to 6 children, so that way we have fewer amounts of toys or an excess amount of toys, so to see which ones are going to be a preference to the children and which one they go towards more. Assuming that we're with 2 children, what I would do from here is remove the less reinforcing items after 3 to 5 minutes of interaction with them, and then reposition the items as such. We will assume that the books were a less preferred item and they did not move towards them, so they decided to play with the blocks and the hats and the baby. We would allow them to go back, reintroduce themselves to the toys, and see which ones they choose. Now at this point we would go all the way down. With the specific to 2 kids, we would end up removing all the way till we have 1 to 2 options to allow social health for playing in an environment next to each other, but also forcing a control or a non-controlled variable for allowing the kids to play with one another and work on what they were doing. I chose these specific toys for a few reasons. The hats are typically dominant colors and draw more stimulation towards the choice. The blocks are just going to be fun for the younger ages, and the babies, depending on if we have children that are more imaginary play already, that's going to be very awesome for them. If not, the hats are going to be a good view for peekaboo, and then the blocks are just good gross motor skills and what they're going to be doing. And on top, they're age appropriate with what they're also. So there it is. There's my learning plan objective and how we're implementing it on top of the reasoning behind, and there you go. This is Manuel Casas in Child Development 212.